Hello, Internet, and welcome back to another blockchain vlog. Hey guys, welcome to my new recording studios that happens to be outdoors. Sorry about any background noise. I've just moved this week and I'm still unpacking things, but I wanted to go ahead and make a video for you for the weekly news digest, just get an idea of what's going on. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I want to talk about Hyperconnected Future on Blockchains paper released at a World Government Summit. Hexayurt Capital, so Vinay, if anybody knows him, and Consensus released a paper called Building the Hyperconnected Future on Blockchains. And the purpose of the paper was to provide a set of agreements, strategies for the next wave of innovation. One of the main advantages I think a lot of these consortiums are looking at, and maybe touching on enterprise Ethereum here a bit, but having a common set of code base and database fields and information and that flow of information that goes between entities, I think that's really where people are starting to see a lot of advantages. And when you think of blockchain as a coordination technology, it really makes sense. Consensus has been working a lot with government entities, private as well, kind of build these use cases out, but it's really great to see that more and more people are coming together and working with more organizations, publishing papers and trying to get this to happen. Same thing with Ethereum in the enterprise. We just had that last week, and although I posted like a quick update in the morning, just wanted to mention that there's a lot of initial members that have developed pilot projects, right? So it's not just about a bunch of banks and so forth getting together, but these are based on experiences they've had and what they've learned through that experience. So now they've kind of grown up a little bit through these experiences, and now they're coming together and sharing their pieces of the puzzle and saying, look, I have these pieces, you have those pieces, we need some pieces in common. What can we do to collectively develop industry standards to meet everybody's needs? And I think that's really kind of where some of these global initiatives are coming from, especially from the business side. Personally, I'm really excited about governmental impact, but certainly that will have to include working with businesses, and perhaps standardized smart contracts is just one of the ways that we get there. On that note, the world's largest shipping firm, Maersk, a Danish entity, they've completed their first live blockchain trial. They partnered with IBM's Hyperledger technology, their Fabric blockchain, which I got to play with at Construct 2017 a couple of months ago. They did shipments in mid-February, taking a couple of weeks to move from Rotterdam to the port of Newark, New Jersey. Passed through U.S. Customs and other agencies along the way, which is pretty interesting. Can involve up to 30 parties, which is really, really cool. And there's a whole system of permissions and custom credentials so that people can, track the shipments depending on who they are, but do it in real time. So just kind of extending this idea a bit further and doing live tracking of containers or objects in them. Blockchain has a potential to optimize, how we use this, how we fit items in shipping containers, and the tracking of provenance along those goods throughout its course. So they're already looking to blockchain for shipping containers, but Maersk is also looking into financial trades of based on blockchain and how that might impact other segments of their business. So I'll be watching closely to see what Maersk does with this. So I'd be remiss if I didn't mention again Dash in this video. Dash has climbed up to the number 3rd spot and holding on really, really strong. Did not expect to see Dash to make a run like this. Definitely expected kind of a pump and dump, if you will, a bubble and burst. But so far they've held on, and as I've watched more videos by Amanda B. Johnson on Dash Detailed, really just kind of grown an appreciation for the type of marketing that they've done. Not insofar as marketing being the end-all be-all, because the technology has to exist. They've done a great job of reaching out to mom and pop shops and to users of the community to really push Dash's digital cash, right? That's what the name comes from. So the fact that it's gaining an interest in value, I think some people are getting a bitter taste in their mouth due to the whole situation with Bitcoin, even though it's hitting all-time highs. But it's really, really great to see Dash. It's almost a 3x up, almost hitting $60 on March 2nd. So great news for them. I think that their strategy with masternodes and staking Dash to participate in that process is very, very smart, and I expect to see more adaptation from that style into proof of stake and other systems that Ethereum and other blockchains experiment with. But really great on them, and really great on Bitcoin for maintaining all new highs. I know some of the news this week was kind of tongue-in-cheek jab at the price of gold, and 1 Bitcoin increasing past the price of 1 ounce of gold. Now, of course, the comparisons hold no merit. They have nothing to do with one another. They're kind of ridiculous, but it's still an interesting discussion point to have over beers. It maybe gives you an opportunity to bring up the topic to your friends who haven't gotten into crypto yet, but you're saying, look, look around. We've got top 3 spots: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dash. These are serious projects that are trying to do serious things. Maybe you should take this a little more seriously, especially in the context of our geopolitical upheaval in the United States and abroad. Last, I just want to close out with a quick note on Ethereum testnet. It has been receiving massive spam attacks lately, and because it doesn't have the economic incentives to secure it like mainnets do, it's relatively cheap and easy to spam these networks. So nothing's really happened on that front, but Parity's pushing a new testnet. They're calling it Kovan, and they're working together with a few other organizations to make this a replacement testnet for Ropsten that's currently in place. I don't know what will happen with Infura or some of the other services like Etherscan and so forth, but just be aware that if you're playing with any sort of apps on testnets, they might be a little slow on Ethereum due to spamming. I'm not sure what's going to be done about that or how long it will take, but it is something to be aware of. I know at least in one case, someone who was pushing an app on testnet decided to go ahead and launch it on mainnet, which I thought was a really great idea. Why not? The network is ready for apps, so let's give it some apps. That's all I've got for this week. I hope you enjoyed this news segment. Sorry about the noise in the background. And if you didn't like anything about this episode, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I won't take it personally. I'll try to take it in stride and improve on this next video a little bit more. That's it. Have a great week. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and smash that like button. If you'd like to see more, subscribe and share with family and friends to make crypto great again.